Napoleon Hill, who said, "A goal is a dream with a deadline." Hi there, my name is Christopher D'Armani, and I help authors go from blank page to finished first draft to published book with ease. And none of that happens without deadlines, honestly. It really doesn't. And that's what I love about this quote from Napoleon Hill. Deadlines are super, super important. And here's why. A goal all by itself is great. I mean, we all need to have dreams. We all need to have things that we aspire to. But if we don't attach a deadline to that dream, to that aspiration, to that vision for our life, it's completely meaningless. Sad but true. It's just a dream. So the deadline is the thing that transforms that dream, that idea, that vision into reality. It's the only way it happens. It provides the motivation to make sure you actually cross the finish line. And the more uncomfortably close you can make that deadline, the better, because it'll be more motivating, right? Because you want to make sure that you achieve your dream. And when it's uncomfortable, people talk a lot about SMART goals. And I always add a U to the end of that for uncomfortable. Because as long as I'm pushing myself, whether in terms of the length of time, the breadth, the depth and breadth of the project, whatever it is, as long as I'm uncomfortable and not crystal clear, not certain that I can actually cross the finish line when I want to do it, when my deadline says so, that's going to give me that extra motivation that I don't know, I certainly need. It's one of those things that really, really works for me. It may not, it may for you, may not, I'm not sure. But for me, it forces me to develop a crystal clear plan of action. I've talked recently about the 7 books in 90 days plus the 4 workbooks. There was no way that was going to happen unless I had a crystal clear roadmap to get there, because there was just simply way too much work, right? So when you have that uncomfortably close deadline, it forces you to figure out in advance all the steps that have to be done and in what order, and mini deadlines along the way. Because if you miss the mini deadline at the end of week 1, well, odds are you're not going to hit the next one either, or you're certainly not going to hit the end goal. So develop that plan of action. It's a beautiful thing. It also forces you to take action every single day. Because if this dream, if this vision, if this thing for your life is really important, you're going to make the time to do it. You're going to make sure you expend every single possible resource to get there. And when it's writing a book, it's not a short project. This can take a while. And so making sure that we have these mini deadlines, these uncomfortably close deadlines, is all part of the process of making sure we're properly motivated to get there. So without that deadline, your dream is just, your goal is just a dream, and it's never going to happen. It's going to be sitting on someday island waiting for you to show up and drag it off. And if you're like a lot of people, your dream is going to die there. You'll reach the end of your life with this dream of writing a book, and you won't have achieved it. You reach that end of your life with this regret, with this thing that you really wanted to do, or at least you said you wanted to do, but you left the whole idea, the whole plan stranded on someday island, and you never got there. Now, I can't speak for you, but for me personally, I can't think of anything worse than reaching the end of my life and looking back with regret on anything. So that forces me to prioritize the things that are important to me, and to make sure that I'm keeping clean accounts with people. I don't want to look back at the end of my life and regret how I treated someone, or that I didn't do this or didn't do that. So if your goal is to write and publish a nonfiction book this year, do you have a plan for turning that dream into a reality? Like, do you have a written down plan to get there? Do you know how long it's going to take to complete your first draft? Manuscript math, simple stuff, but really important to know. And another crystal clear, important thing, are your writing sessions scheduled on your calendar? Because what's on your calendar is what's important, and what's important gets done. If your writing sessions aren't on your calendar, then by definition, they're not important, and they're probably not going to get done either. That's problematic if your dream is to, write and publish a book. Do you have a crystal clear roadmap for success? Do you understand your why? Do you understand who you're writing your book for? What you want to accomplish with this book in every area of your life? Who, what, when, where, why, how? Do you know the answers to all those questions when it comes to the reasons why you want to write and publish this book? Because if you don't, it's going to be a bit challenging. If you answered no to any one of those questions, and you want to write your book, then I would highly encourage you to take advantage of my offer for How to Turn Your Dreams into Reality Clarity Call. It's a 30-minute session or so, sometimes it goes a little bit longer, where we just talk about what is your dream, and then how can we build a plan to get you there. What do you want to accomplish? Who do you want to accomplish it for? If you walk away from that call with nothing more than the clarity of why, at the deepest core of your being, you want to do this, that's beautiful, because that knowledge will move you forward. If the only thing you come away with is that you actually understand crystal clear who you're writing this book for and why you're doing it, like what problem are you solving for someone, again, this is a really beautiful thing to figure out, because these are the things that are going to power you through all those long days of writing, trying to get from blank page to finished first draft to published book. It doesn't happen overnight. It requires planning. It requires dedication, all those sorts of stuff. And I would love to talk with you about this if your dream is to write a book, because you can do this. And all I want to do is point you in the right direction of how you can make this happen a lot easier. Simple stuff. Really is simple stuff. And I would love the opportunity to chat with you about that. So if you enjoyed today's video, as always, like, share it, comment on it, share it with your friends and so on. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all those places, sleekbio.com/Christopher. Links to all of my social media channels are there. And then don't forget to enter to win a free copy of Scrivener, arguably one of the best writing programs out there. ChristopherDiarmani.net/giveaway is where you can sign up for that giveaway, and you can actually earn extra entries to win as well, because what's the point of getting one entry if you can get 10, right? Why not? So I'll be giving that away at the end of August, which is going to be really, really fun. But put a deadline on your dream. Don't leave it open-ended. Don't leave it sitting on someday island. Put a deadline on this thing and make sure you meet the deadline. It's your life. Don't live it with regret when you get to the end, please. You don't want to do that. Stick a deadline on your dream, make it happen. All right? And so with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye-bye.